Hi, my name is Andreas, and welcome to this new video. In this lesson, I will show you how to play warm-up exercises for beginners. Those exercises are super important to learn how to move over the drum set. They will help you quite a lot with that, and it's also great preparation for fill-ins, which you might not play already, or it's a great exercise, or a set of exercises actually, which you can play before you actually play a concert, for example, or before you start playing in the rehearsal space with music or with other colleagues. This will help you to get warmed up, right, and to start getting a bit relaxed, right, and your muscle tension from the hard working day. Yeah, so this will help you a bit. And in total, I have 5 exercises for you, and I will play always the same pattern with my feet below that exercises. There are different patterns you can use. I will showcase all the exercises with the pattern where I play on all the quarter notes my bass drum. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I play my bass drum. And on the ends, I will play a closed hi-hat with my feet. So I always have like alternated feet between with my right feet and the left feet. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And I play all the exercises above that pattern, okay? If this is a bit too hard for you in the beginning, you can also just play on every quarter note, you can play a bass drum. Also possible. Or you play like a closed hi-hat with the left feet on every quarter note. Also possible. I would actually recommend to you knowing all of that patterns and try all the exercises with all the patterns. But obviously, to start with something, I would recommend really start easy. For example, every quarter note with the bass drum. Okay? Let's look at the first exercise. And the first exercise, we just play alternated hands on the snare. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Yeah? And we play 16th notes, which means 1 E and A, 2 E and A, and so on and so forth, right? And below, obviously, we play my feet pattern, which is bass drum on the 1 and my closed hi-hat on the ends. That sounds like that. And the important thing here is not to try to play as fast as possible. We really want to play as precise as possible. So don't start directly playing it too fast. That's something I see really often with beginner drummers. They just want to play really fast. And then it just sounds like, I don't know, washy. Is this the right word for that? But it doesn't sound really like precise. And that's really important with that exercises. Start really slow. So you really have time to think about like every single note, so you can start playing as precise as possible. Yeah, I can just not stress that enough. Yeah, and you can also play that with the metronome. I will just give you an example how the first exercise sounds with the metronome. It will sound like that. And then, if you're comfortable with the tempo, you can increase it by 5 BPM, but only obviously if you feel comfortable. So there's no like competition who plays that as fast as possible. It's just like, trust me, speed will come automatically. Yeah, but actually how to precise, or the preciseness of playing it, that's the important thing. Yeah. In the next exercise, we start to split this pattern and play always in groups of 4. So we play right, left on the snare, and again 16th notes, which means 1 E and A. And then we go to the next one, to the tom number 1. Right, left, then the next one, right, left, and the last one, which is my floor drum, right, left. That's a quite common pattern if you start learning fill-ins as a beginner. And with the foot pattern, it sounds like that. And be careful, this exercise is already harder than the first one, because obviously you move over the drum set. And especially if you go from the floor tom to the snare, the distance is way bigger, right? If you compare that, for example, the distance between the snare and the tom 1. There's no problem usually, right? But if you go from the floor tom to the snare, you need to move actually, right? And if you just look at my upper body, I will start actually trying to stress it a bit more. So I'll help myself moving around the drum set with my upper body. My lower body just stays as it is. If this is a problem for you and you have a little gap when you play that between the floor tom and the snare, just try to play this movement in isolation. And if that works quite well, start playing the whole exercise. In the next exercise, exercise number 3, we play groups of 2. So we start with the snare, right, left. Then we go to the tom number 1, right, left. And then we go down again to the snare, right, left. And then to my floor tom, right, left. In total, we had like 8 16th notes. So, and to actually fill the whole thing, to have a total 60 notes, we need to repeat it. So I play the same pattern again. And that's my whole exercise number 3. With the pattern, with the flute pattern, it sounds like that. And again here, difficult part is the movement between my floor tom and my snare. So take your time. In the next exercise number 4, we even go into a bit more detail. So we don't play the groups of 2. We play just single notes over the drum set. And we start with the snare. So we play right. And then we go with the left hand to the tom number 1, right, left. And then to tom number 2, right, left, right. And then the last one is my floor tom with the left hand again. And in total, this was like 4 notes, 4 16th notes, and we played it 4 times. You can always count just the snare, like 1, 2, 3, 4, or you count out loud every single note. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. That's also possible. And be careful, right? Because you kind of play with the left hand, when you play the floor tom, below the right hand. So don't hurt yourself if you're too slow. Just open it up a bit. And again, with my foot pattern below. That was exercise number 4. And last but not least, exercise number 5. We start with the floor tom with the right hand. And then we play 2 notes left and right with the snare. And then we go to the tom number 1 with the left hand. And then repeat the same again. So in total, we need 16 notes because we want to fill the full bar. That means we need to repeat that again 4 times. And again with my feet pattern. And I don't know how you feel, but I'm already sweaty and it's quite warm, so the warm-up exercises actually work, right? So I hope you liked that video, and I would recommend to you play all of that with metronome, and maybe spend 1 minute or 2 minutes each of that exercises before you start with your normal exercises or playing with the band or playing to music. That will quite help you, and you will see some results within the next month for sure. You will gain some speed. You will be more you will be safer actually starting moving over the drum set. That's quite important. And moreover, you can actually play out of the exercises some fill-ins. I will just give you one example. I will play just some groove, and in between, I will start to play this fill-in. That's also quite fun, and you can do that with all the exercises, right? Try that, and I hope you liked the video. Please leave a thumbs up below if you like it, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any other videos in the future. And I hope to see you soon. See you then.